Hello, hello. Today I want to talk about my upcoming 3-day virtual life event. I'm a woman of power in a journey home to freedom, power, and the ultimate wealth. And I would like to explain why you ought to come to my event. I know it's the last minute, it's the last actually few days, but God works in mysterious ways and there is no actually linear time. It's all in the now. So who knows, maybe you will still consider. And here is why you ought to. The world lives in the material consciousness, and this consciousness is of survival, struggle, lack, debt, all the limitations, all the physical ways of dealing with everything. And the world is ruled by the money. It's always never ending chase for the money. If you don't have the money, you want money. If you have already money, you want more money. And when you have more money, you want to be completely wealthy. And when you are wealthy, you want even more wealth. And it never ends. And as we can see in people's examples, it will always be more and more and more. There is no satisfaction in it. So I do understand and know and agree that to have money is much better than not to have money. I know that living poor is actually spiritual sin. But what I'm trying to say is we live in a material consciousness where money rules, and actually that's a sin itself. So there is a way, there is another way if you're tired of it. And by the way, I just wanted also to mention people who have money, a lot of people are famous and rich. We know examples that they're not necessarily, they reach fame, they reach money, but why is it that so many of them are addicted to different things? The family lives are broken. They go through divorces of all kinds, not nice amicable divorces, but difficult ones. They fight over the money. And the more they say that the more money you have, the more expensive your problems become. And it's not my saying, I've read it somewhere. So the whole point of material consciousness, I keep hearing stuff like, I spiritual stuff is interesting, but I have so much on my plate. I have to attend to my business, or I have to do my taxes because it's a tax season, right? Or I have to do something else, but it's all physical world related. Translate here, read as I need to survive. I need to pay my bills. I need to fulfill my material money obligations. And because I'm a slave and I'm not even aware of it, because everybody is born this way and everybody thinks that's how things should be. That's how it's supposed to be. So if you're tired of this, because one time I was very tired and I was a child and I knew I did not want that reality where I lived in the former Soviet Union, where the whole country was poor, we were poor, and it was just a very nasty, gloomy reality. And I did not agree with it. And I said I would leave. So here I am now in America, living more than half of my life in America. And but at the same time, when I came to America, I got on the journey. And the journey, that's what I'm talking about. And that's what I'm teaching because I've been on this journey for the last 27 years. And this journey is the Exodus story. The Exodus story from Egypt, leaving Egypt, going through the desert, and then entering the promised land. What does that mean? Egypt is the material consciousness, the confused material thinking, the slavery to the mighty dollar. And then the promised land is actually the spiritual reality or spiritual consciousness. And spiritual consciousness has God as the ruler, and then money follows because money comes from God. God is my supply, and money comes. But you are not slave of the money. You actually follow God, you in partnership with God, and then the rest follows. And the life is much easier, much more joyful, much happier. And that's why the promised land, everybody knows the promised land. And this journey has been around, the story of that or the idea of that has been around forever, since whole humanity exists in this condition, since we fell into material consciousness. And so I could name even movies about that. The Matrix is the movie of the Exodus. The Exodus itself, the Prince of Egypt, is the story of Exodus. The Castaway movie, the Truman Show, even the Maze Runner. If you start looking at it from the spiritual perspective, it's the Exodus story. So people even in old times, the knights would take a quest. They would go on a quest. They go physically out far away there. Little did they know that it's actually inside. The journey is always inside. And the inside journey, you have to move and increase your vibration from the material consciousness, from the fear vibration. It's the vibration of fear where money rules, and everything is done out of fear. No matter what you think, no matter how you feel, it's based on fear. And then the spiritual reality is based on faith. Again, faith is much better, high vibration than fear. What do you prefer? So in my life event, I will take you on the journey from the Egypt through the desert into the promised land, and I will explain what this journey is all about, because I know, as I said, I know it personally, intimately. I've been on the journey and I'm still on the journey. So that's why I teach this journey to others and take people with me on that journey, because I know it from my own personal experience. So come and join me this weekend from Friday through Sunday. Go to irinabaker.com//power, irinabaker.com, and it's /power, and it's spelled IRINA Baker, BAKER.com//power, and register and come and join us. Your life will never be the same. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.